Do you believe you deserve a bigger paycheck? Or do you want to know how you can legitimately ask for one without your boss wondering if they should fire you for being overly greedy or too demanding? You have to be strategic about it. Unless you're in an environment where talent is scarce and retention is low, your company is unlikely to hand over money to you. However, don't forget, the opposite is also true. Smart leaders understand that most unhappy and underpaid employees won't give their best. Smart leaders also understand that it is a drain on their time and resources to have to rehire and train a replacement. So, if you want to leverage this and tip the odds in your favor when you ask, don't worry, I've got you covered. There is one major thing you need to do that will massively move the needle for you, and in a moment I'm going to tell you exactly what that is. Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Leena Patel Live. My name is Leena Patel, founder of Global Impact Systems, helping bring the sandbox to the boardroom. Thank you for joining me today. So we're going to be talking about how to get paid more and the number one strategy that is going to help you to do that. I want to start by sharing a story. One of the employees, I'll call him Joe, one of the employees of a company I deliver organizational leadership training to confided in me that he asked for a raise because he noticed other people around him were asking and getting raises. He figured, why not me? So Joe marched into his boss's office, announced he felt that he was doing a good job and that he should get compensated more. He wasn't willing to do anything different to get that raise. He just thought that it was a reasonable request given that others had been granted them. As you might have guessed, the company leaders declined his request. Joe shared this occurrence with me in private after one of the team trainings. He wanted my feedback on what he could do to rectify the situation so that he didn't risk losing his job. This is what I said to him. Joe, you've got to earn a raise. If you want to make more, here's what you have to do. So for the next 12 months, Joe set his focus on following the coaching that I gave him. And 1 year later, Joe got a promotion and a raise far bigger than the one he asked for when he stood in that same office previously. So you may be wondering, what did I tell him? Well, if I could sum it up in 6 words, it would be this. Raise the quality of your output. You've got to perform in excellence and go above and beyond in delivering what is expected of you, whether it's to your bosses, your colleagues, or your customers. You've got to remember it's not a one-day thing. It's a daily thing. You don't perform in excellence one day and then chill out for the rest of the week thinking your job is done. You don't do things right once in a while. You do them right all the time. You always give your best. Performing in excellence is a habit, just like mediocrity. In business, think about this for a moment. The average players will not get a lot of attention or much financial reward. The good players will get good rewards, but in line with everyone else. The rock star performers, or what I call the elite performers, are the ones that get the serious recognition and the highest compensation. So even if you're giving 99.99%, you won't make the cut. To make the cut, you've got to change your mindset and the quality of your output. Every inch of you has to be giving everything you've got. You've got to give with your head and your heart. I know in business people don't like to talk about heart. Talking about heart makes you sound soft. But it takes heart to find the drive and the determination to give when the easy option of cruising through the day and doing less is available to you. Think about this. If doctors performing surgery throughout the year perform just 0.01% less than the full 100%, that would mean 107 medical procedures will be performed incorrectly by the end of the day today. If members of staff working in a bank perform just 0.01% less than the full 100% required to perform in excellence in their programming, that could mean 22,000 checks will be deducted from the wrong bank accounts in the next 60 seconds. If members of staff working for an airline perform 0.01% less than the full 100% required to perform in excellence with their safety checks, 2 planes daily landing at your local airport will be unsafe. So ask yourself this: in what 5 ways can you raise the quality of your output today? Write these 5 ways down and give it your 100%. This doesn't mean you have to be perfect. It does mean you give the best you're able to in the moment. Keep committing to raising your standard, and you will be setting the foundation for greatness to come. That's all for this week. You can view the show notes for this episode at leenapatellive.com. Go ahead and download and subscribe today on iTunes or Stitcher so you don't miss future episodes, and share your thoughts and any ideas you have for future topics by leaving a review on iTunes. I'll see you in the sandbox.